A very warm welcome into our bronze medal match here. It is UKFF EFL Finals Day live from London, where it is all happening. My name is Darren Port, alongside me is Alistair Seven, for what is going to be a really interesting, really exciting third place matchup.
Indeed, we've got two high quality teams here facing off. Cambridge Floorball Club and United Cities of Midlands. Cambridge Floorball Club played this morning against Bristol and fell to a 5-2 defeat. United Cities of Midlands played against the Great White Sharks and were defeated 8-2. Still, they're going for that bronze medal. And we should be in for a very exciting contest between two top teams.
Yeah, I think so. Very, very good matchup. Both sides to an extent. They don't want to be here. They want to be playing in the national final later on, what they might perceive as like the main event. However, there's well, I say silverware. There is a trophy on the line, and they are going to both be very keen, like you say, to rectify those losses of earlier and end the season on a high. It's been a long season. You know, these guys, I mean, I know Cambridge, they never really stop. They take a couple of weeks off over the summer and then they're back at it. So it's a long road to get here to the Barking Sport House as the UCM faithful are really starting to let their presence be known once again.
And both sides showed quality this morning. They both played well at periods during their games. They just couldn't quite put it together for a win. So I think, let's see whether these teams can sort of bring their full game for the entire 45 minutes.
Well, you say 45 minutes. Of course, it's 3:20s now as we've gone to the medal matchup. So even longer out there, and already some fairly tired legs. Cambridge will probably have a bit of an advantage in that capacity, in that regard, given that they were the first game of the day, 9 a.m. As straight away Nibi, centering pass, gets by everybody, is with Melkis, rips it towards the general area of the goal. It will remain UCM ball. The captain's battling away. Jasper Sangen stole it from Yanis Fielders. As Gemza had a decision to make, came to collect. It's Kristaps Krumings. Oh, what a pass! Goes wide. Off the stick of Glasgow. Two sides of this season, Cambridge winning both encounters. UCM are still looking for their first victory over a top 4 team this season. So they've won the games that you'd certainly expect them to win, and they'll have been expecting themselves to win. But against fellow playoff finalists, they were less successful. So that shot from Juha Karminen. Karminen once again looking to centre. Oscar Stulkins was there to defend. Cambridge still looking to build the pressure. Dawson finds Karminen. Karminen can't get it on his stick, but it's with Elvis Sorkans. Ripped on net, Gemza with a good save with the left hand, didn't quite know where the shot went. Voigtmanis there using the body well, good shot. Another fine save from Martin Gemza.
And good defending there from UCM, really packing their goalkeeper crease full of players, making sure that any shot was going to be blocked.
Dawson finds Kablowski, tries to centre. That's batted towards Gemza off the leg of Leviks. And Nygårds, one of the real standouts for UCM this season, the big man. Dispossessed, And now Scat trying to drive through. He's got such good dribbling ability. You and I watched him in the first game. Fair play going up against Chris. That's Chris Cummins. But it'll be UCM ball. Really good ball play that UCM are known for. We've seen it already. I think Cambridge are well equipped to handle that. They're a fairly physical outfit themselves, and fairly robust to be able to withstand that, I feel. And they come into this as well knowing exactly how UCM like to approach games.
I think Cambridge have done well so far, bring their level of intensity up. Obviously, UCM fans
Dawson
making a lot of noise.
Picks it up. Sorry to cut across you there. Dawson with a slightly dangerous moment for UCM. It's with Sangan in front. Prisoner. Oh my! What a save by Martin Gemza. As Sangan sends it wide to the corner. Still the pressure mounting from Cambridge. Sangan plays in the middle. It's loose. Lawson not able to gather. It's still with Sangan. Sends that wide. What? Bresner and Krumins. I think we're going to really enjoy that contest today.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle of two characters. They both like to make their presence known on the pitch. And yeah, a nice exciting passage of play there. This game has started with high intensity.
Yeah, two slightly brawling bruisers. When they want to be, at least, as that's very well knocked down. Kubik still able to get it away as far as Dimi Kessler. Dennis Forsberg. Finds Elvis once more. Elvis Sorkans. So Cambridge have won both their encounters. The first one really close, 5-4. Cambridge had 5 different scorers. That sneaks through! Dimi Kessler, out of not very much, just puts through a really difficult shot on the turn past Martin Gemza.
I think, Gemza was caught slightly off guard there. It was a good finish. Perhaps took a tiny deflection on the way through. And Cambridge will be pleased to have taken an early lead after a disappointing first final where they went 3-0 down before they were able to score themselves.
Yeah, it was a difficult first period, and again, neither side thought it was over by that point, but it does make life very, very challenging indeed to give an opponent 3-goal lead. And now UCM, as that's going to be Oscar Scat hitting the deck once again. Interference is the call. It's not a penalty, just a free hit for Cambridge. Again, these slightly more lightweight players, very tricky, very fast, which means that it doesn't take so much contact to knock them down. As it's 2-0, knocking him down is Bresner on the assist from Alexander Hacek. A really well-worked play for Cambridge. This is much more like the Cambridge we've expected to see.
Yeah,
they
they've
really
certainly
take runs away.
They've certainly brought their top performance so far in this game that perhaps we didn't see throughout the full 3 periods against Bristol. That move works really well from Alexander Hacek, who scored in the semi-final and assisting Ben Brazina for the finish.
So UCM down 2-0 again. They know how fragile leads can be, as that's going to be picked up by Dimi Kessler, sent back to Elvis Orkans. Juha Kamanen, back to Kessler. Trying to centre. Really good pressure on Dulkins. And well won in the end by Leviks. That'll be taken in by Aaron Blowers. Happy to get his hand on the ball. The UCM faithful, as always, loud and proud. Down the side of the ring. Teo tried to chop it back to himself, a little bit too much on that, out of play. But nice invention as UCM make a full line change. Cambridge, they stay with their forwards. They make a defensive switch. Nice moves on the wing. Oscar Scott really trying to battle. Last touch. Off skate. Kiblovski's second goal of the season. Just one goal in the regular season and one assist. For one of the real stalwarts of this Cambridge side. He was telling me earlier that he thinks this is his 13th or 14th season for Cambridge. (3-0) Cambridge lead. Hacek, good ball movement, sends it right away. They're looking to fill in defensively. As whipped by Gems's goal. The shot from Brezina, already got one goal in this contest. Foul on the play. And that's just gone straight out of play. Just a little bit of frustration perhaps. Again, as they find themselves in a tricky situation early into what is going to be a very long game. Though that very long game also means that there's plenty of time for them to come back. Good battling on these near side. Dusan Kubik dumps off into the corner for his forwards to spell. Eventually losing out possession, but allowing things to get into a bit of a few moments. Dawson dumps off into the corner from Matthew Teo to Chase. Battling away. Oscar Dulkins able to, and it looks like the ball snuck through the rink. So we're going to have a face-off.
And Brezina's stick somehow went flying in all of that in the melee. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It sort of got catapulted away from the corner.
Very garish, bright pink handle.
He wants to make sure he stands out on the live stream.
Absolutely. Good for him too. As Hacek tries to centre, Brezina not able to get there. Crewman's got a touch on that. Boyd Manis, who very nearly scored in the... He certainly thinks he did. Was battling away down the near side. Jasper Slangen driving in transition, and Brezina, when he is on, he is on.
Fantastic finish. Very, quickly drawn back with the stick and pinpoint accurate as well. And Brezina's been on point so far in this bronze match.
So a goal change for UCM. Benz Takac coming in for Martin Gemsa. Martin Gemsa put in a really fantastic shift in that first game. He's been beaten a couple of times in this one. Again, the sorts of goals really that offensive players should be scoring. But still, time for a change. Sub-goalie is in.
Well, perhaps this will be a repeat of the most recent World Championship final where Finland were down by 4 goals, swapped their goalie and ended up winning 5-4.
Maybe. Oscar Stulkins trying to drive forward. Ben Dawson there to into down over to Sorkans. Thori had dispossessed the big man Krasko. That's going to be a foul, or penalty rather. So 2 minutes for pushing. As Andres Krasko to the penalty bench. Juha Kamanen has headed to the Cambridge bench. He looks okay. So Cambridge with a player advantage, and this is another area that UCM have struggled with a little bit and were punished for at times in the previous outing. Good ball movement. Brezina goes for the shot. He's already looking for a hat-trick. Early on in this contest, Jasper Sangen going to go it alone. It's in the legs of Forsberg. Didn't know much about it. Kessler to the back stick, and Linus Forsberg makes it 5-0. And a really effective power play goal from Cambridge. They're up, and they're looking mighty, mighty dangerous.
Well, Forsberg was making a nuisance of himself just in front of the goalkeeper there, perfectly legally during that play, and then he just found a little bit of space at the back post for that pass across the centre, and he finished it off superbly.
I said earlier, both times they've met, Cambridge have won. The first matchup, 5-4 Cambridge, very close game. Assists for UCM that day. Their second encounter, their most recent encounter, was a 5-3 victory for Cambridge. So for the third time this year, Cambridge have 5 goals on their opponents from UCM. UCM play. Nebe not quite able to get that on his stick. Nebe again, that's wide. Gathered in by Aaron Blowers. Oh, that's very, very nearly a 6th goal. Matthew Teo not able to get there. Play on is the call from the officials. As that's sent forward. Gustav Skrumins. Going to be challenged by Brezina. Gets it to the middle with Nebe. On Krumins. He'll go behind Brezina there, hassling Wilders, trying to force a mistake out of him. And that's a little bit too much. Straight away, Nigords.
A rogue children's football on the pitch there, but UCM comfortably with the ball, so the referee able to pass that back out of play.
An absolutely inch-perfect serious business to attend to. Dusan Kubik defending, protecting the ball really well there, and Hasek should be able to clear. Gets it back to Dusan Kubik. Over halfway, Sangen is there. And now Linus Forsberg finds Jasper Sangen. Half cross, half shot, not quite achieving either, as that will go out of play. 5:37 left in the first period of play. It's our bronze medal match here at the UKFF EFL National Finals Day. One more game to come after this one, as that will stay in play. Sorkan sends it back. It's up to the top with Jimmy Kessler. Kessler finds Sorkan. Not by too terribly much.
Nice little move from Cambridge. Their passing has been superb in this game. It's been really enjoyable to watch.
Builders trying to make something happen down the left wing. Linus Forsberg though, equal to it. As Elvis Sorkans in possession behind his own goal. As that's a mistake. Ball getting trapped within. Ball getting trapped within, I suppose, the walls of the rink.
Just a chance for both teams to regain their breath after a very intense few seconds there.
Koblovsky still trying to drive through. The Cobster, as he likes to be known. As it's a 2-on-1, Dulkins, oh what a pass! Oh, that would have been something special, as it is.
I think that will go down as one of the best assists that never was.
Oh, absolutely. As Dulkins dispossesses Koblovsky, switches play to Nygårds. Oh, Scat now. He has room to work. Again, physical play. He's used to that from training with Cambridge. As Dawson, little bounce shot into the hands of the goalie. Melkist not able to get a shot away. 3 minutes left in this first period of play. Bresner and Forsberg. Sangen to Hasek. Back to Bresner in the middle. That will bounce out of play. Cambridge 5 goals to the good up on UCM. Now in last year's bronze medal game, UCM found themselves with a 5-1 lead at a certain point over Bristol in the first period. Bristol, of course, went on to win that game. So this one is far from over as Forsberg, fabulous save by Takac.
Excellent reactions there from the goalkeeper, able to get their legs in the way.
It's with Jasper Sangen. Sangen, his shot blocked by Kristaps Krumins. And after all that battling away in the corner, it will be Cambridge ball. Ben Dawson. Back with Juha Karminen. Wild and wide from Nibi. Blocked on its way through. Sorkans. Patient, happy to send it back. Under 30 seconds left in this period of play. Ripped on goal. Good save. Once again, the backup stopper.
He's done very well since being called upon midway through this period, as UCM's keeper Bence Takac.
Yes, got to be difficult. They want to get the shot away, blocked by Dawson, and that is the end of the first period of play. After 20 minutes of action, Cambridge are up. They lead it 5-0 over UCM. It's been a tough one for the team from the Midlands. And we did speak about this a little bit during the intermission and during the semi-finals. Of you've played a really grueling encounter, especially if you're UCM. You're playing such a physical brand of floorball. You're playing against the top team in the country, and then you have less rest, and then you got to go and take on Cambridge, who second best team in the country at the end of the regular season, and have the quality and skills and speed to really start to give you the business.
Yeah, I think you can really tell that, even by the sort of third period of their semi-final, that UCM were feeling it in their legs. And now they really have to try and dig deep for that extra last bit of energy. It's the last game of the season. Nothing, no reason to really save energy at this point. You just got to give it absolutely everything. And they're very much still in this game. There is a long way to go, and the great thing about floorball is that it's never truly over until it's over.
Absolutely. There is a long, long way to go. 40 minutes yet to play. We'll be back in just a couple of moments' time at the end of one. Cambridge lead it 5-0 over UCM.
You might be able to grab the audio from the screen. The overlay might be
Welcome back inside Barking Sport House, UKFF, EFL final. I was about to say some defending to do, but they're back on the offense again. Centered, Hasek nowhere near that pass, but it still buys time for defensive changes. Eric Neby. Sent it back to Boitmanis. Leviks. Dulkins. Fired on goal Really good defense, Dawson. Made it very more challenging. Probably saved the goal just then. Wilkins gets it forward. Great save again. Oh, a high stick.
Sometimes your reflexes get the better of you in that situation. The player knew that he played with a high stick. Reaction so quick that he couldn't stop himself.
Absolutely. Fired into the corner. Cambridge plays to chase, and Teo has an open goal. Made that of himself. Chased what was looking like a lost cause, and penalised UCM for it. Makes it 6-0. Excellent bit of skill.
Yeah, fantastic little bit of individual brilliance there from Teo. He assisted a goal in the first half with some quick reactions from behind the net. He's having a good game so far.
Joined Cambridge this season, a new signing for them, a new joiner. Started playing the sport in Singapore. He's glad to be back playing the sport in Cambridge now. He's trying to centre for Brezina. Again, he's going to chase into the corner. He's going to give Melkin some problems. Kristaps Krumins under pressure. So that gets all the way through to Wilders. This is much more like it from UCM, but Jasper Sangen all over it on a defensive job. We're seeing Sangen being used a little bit more offensive. Traditionally, typically, he's playing as one of the two defensemen. We've seen him venture onto the wing, and obviously we know how dangerous he is. As Nebe putting on the pressure. He's getting tired of Dusan Kubik slowing things down, letting players get changed. We're going to have a face-off as the ball has been crushed. Face-off won. Back almost immediately. Good find from Wilkins to Kessler. And so many Cambridge bodies there, nobody able to really work with it. Juha Kamanen hassled behind his own goal. Elvis Sorkans. Teo finds Scat. Again, a bit of pressure being applied by UCF. Oscar Scat yet to score today. Trying to apply the pressure. UCM through the middle. Dawson launches it forward. That's going to go out of play. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really, really scrappy. Not physical, not in a clashing way, but just neither side having any measure of control. As Krumins takes it to the corner. Dispossessed by Forsberg. Bounces to Blowers. We'll give it to Alexander Hasek. UCM take over now. Knebid. So that's cleared only as far as Hasek, who's a little bit physical. Trying to win the ball. Crispins had it taken off his stick from home midfielders. Back to Kristaps Grumins. Forsberg. Hasek. Sangen. Cambridge making changes. It's up with Hasek. Sangen wanted to absolutely rip it on net. Still in the hands of Sangen. Jobs it off to Hasek. And somehow that stays out into the side netting. Slur. Trying some Samba floorball. As that one is fired wide of the post. Juha Kaminen setting up the line to Elvis Sarkans. Who's going to win this battle on the boards? It's UCM. Centering pass. In front, Lowers makes the save. Didn't know anything about it. But that's the thing with goalies in this sport. The positioning, the body position, where the legs are, all has to be on point. Because deflections happen in a hurry. Did very well there. Alex Teo. Put that pass a little bit behind Scat. Great pressure on the ball carriers. Cambridge ball, despite protestations. Fired to the corner by Koblovsky. Scat. Going on one of his mazy dribbles. One of his GB U19 players. Koblovsky. That's denied, and that gets sent a long way downfield. Dusan Kubik. The battle of the big men. Kubik coming away with it. Intercepted. That's going to now bounce out of play. Stays with Cambridge. Both sides making changes.
UCM seems to have managed to get a bit of a foothold in the game since that 6th goal. They have managed to hold off Cambridge, and they'll be looking to see if they can make inroads now.
Sangen senses smartly to Brezina, but it's going to be Kristaps Grumins sending it forward. Dawson on the spot. Just got to put a spotlight on Ben Dawson. Not one of the Hasek gets sent out of the ring. Ben Dawson, not a flashy player. I hope he doesn't mind me saying so. And not somebody who's going to be in the spotlight a lot, but a really big part of this team. And you've seen it in this game, you saw it in the last game, how hard he works. He knows his job, he knows what he brings to the team. And he just puts in his shift every single time he's out on the floor.
Absolutely, yeah. He rarely puts a foot wrong in that Cambridge defence.
Eric Knebby forced to retreat. Sarkans not able to get onto it. Dusan Kubik trying to dance his way through the centre. Grumins under pressure, very good pressure from Christian Simmons. And Simmons forcing the foul. Good pass from Juha Kaminen, found Koblovsky. Koblovsky had the shot. Scott. Again, it comes off his stick blade before he can pull the trigger on the effort. Koblovsky centers. Oh, fine save, fine defending. More good defending from Cambridge this time. Ben Dawson once again on the spot. Aaron Blowers, oh, it trickles in. Finally, the breakthrough for UCM. I'm not entirely sure who that went to. I think own goal. I think own goal is the official referee's call there.
Well, I think UCM have deserved that. They've definitely been making their way back into this game. They're barking, very much enjoyed it as well. And you can hear them. They've been the loudest set of supporters so far today of any of the teams.
And now they've got one. Lots of chat from the two UCM defenders there after that shot. They have worked very hard for that goal. It's certainly one Cambridge will feel that they shouldn't have conceded. Minutes left in this second period of play. Somehow, that feels impossible.
Yeah, it's been a match so far. They've got that goal back.
Absolutely, and you can see that the way Cambridge making sure that they're not about to fall victim to what their first game. They conceded one, they conceded a second almost immediately. As that is saved by Blowers. Shot once again from Andres Kresko. Did well to cover the angles, cover his 5-hole.
UCM moving the ball around the court really nicely now.
Dimi Kaslat sends it over. Had a runner with him, Dimi Kaslat, but he's got a very good shot on him, very confident in his ability. Fielders sends it down the line. Into the corner for Forsberg to chase and battle. Back to Kristaps Krumins. Oscar Scott is there. With room, he's got Teo ahead of him. Just behind him, can't quite get it onto his stick blade. Back to Koblovsky. Teo sends it to Scott. He's got Forsberg down the line if he can see him. Doesn't choose to use him, goes behind the net. Oscar being forced way back, and now changes for Cambridge.
UCM pressed up the pitch here with two men really high forward with three back, looking to put pressure on Cambridge, but they've come out nicely now, Cambridge.
It's Besina, and it's a shot attempt, a very good save by Blowers. Niels Melkins looking for yet more goals. He had 4 in the regular season. Melkis once again trying to chink his way through. Foul assessed against Cambridge. 7 minutes left in the second period of this bronze medal match. It's awkwardly bounced off the rink. No harm there for Cambridge. As Sarkans has it. Kessler. Shot blocked. Was it saved? Went for a really cheeky effort. As Forsberg sends that deep into the corner. Good attempt by Nygårds.
UCM are having some good shots on goal in this period. And if they can convert one or two of those, they're right back in the game.
Yeah, like you say, it's been a much more balanced contest this second period of play. And certainly, since that UCM goal. Oscar Scat showing off his stick handling once again. Dawson driving through, drags two defenders to him, got the pass away to the corner, and that's Scat again.
Cambridge have, there's a delayed penalty here for UCM, which means that when they get the ball, the play will be stopped, and so Cambridge have removed their goalkeeper since there's no risk of conceding, as Oscar Scat has made his way off the court.
So Cambridge have pulled their goalie. Now they're trying to work out their best six to be on the floor. So the remains 6 on 5. Cambridge with the empty net. It's Brezina. Little tame with the shot attempt. So we're going to see the official goal. Goal. So Nils to the penalty bench. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. For pushing. For pushing. 3 minutes left in the second period of play. More bodies hitting the deck. That's Sangan. It's it back. He's on halfway. Got the player advantage still, Cambridge. Centering pass, Brezina. Good save.
Nice pass from Sangan there, and Brezina nearly getting his hat trick.
Sarkans finds Brezina. So nobody looking to screen the goalie right now. Kessler making a late cut, but again, not really a screen. Happy to play on the outside, on the perimeter, Cambridge. Brezina. It's a good pass. It was a nice idea. The goal certainly opened up for the shot.
Absolutely, yeah. Cambridge employing that pass across the centre line to try and open up an area in the goal.
Stodikans. Really hassled by Oscar Stolkins, but he's turned him. He's got it sent down the line into the centre. Jasper Sangen gets the shot away. Good save. Fine save. Brilliant save, and he enjoyed that a lot. Benz Takash. UCM kill the penalty. Just as they do, another fine save. Shot from Jasper Sangen. Again, a much cleaner game. Finish our thought in a moment. Dimi Kessler tries to send it past Fielders. Elkis. Dancing his way through. Little bit of a body check on through. Little bit of a body check on him. So he was trying to get back on defense. Nebe wins it for UCM. Over in this corner. Really good battle there with Jasper Sangen. Ben Brezina, we've got 2 seconds. Crispins. Sorry, Grumins. Blending 2 names there.
Nice little bit of a showboaty pass there from Hatchett behind his back before subbing off.
He saw that Dulkins pass earlier and thought, yeah, I can do that. Nebe under pressure from 2 Cambridge players. Elvis Sarkans. Ball just bouncing, bobbling around. Christian Simmons it was. The notional effort as that stays in the rink. UCM faithful haven't stopped supporting their team all day long, as that's a really good win. It goes for the powerful backhand strike, a little bit Saletti style. Sarkans finds Forsberg. Put behind the goal. Gets it to chase. And retrieve. Gets the shot across goal. Does count as an official shot attempt. Forsberg is denied. Gathers. And UCM will run out of time in the second. Cambridge lead it 6-1. At the end.
Yeah, it was a much closer period after Cambridge sort of came out of the blocks really quickly in the first one. I think UCM can be pleased with how they've played there, and if they can take it a step up again in the third period, then they're not out of it quite yet. There's a long way to go, but I think Cambridge have shown their quality all throughout this game so far. It's been a real joy to watch their sort of excellent stick work skills and their passing moves.
So Cambridge, across the 2 periods, have 43 shots on goal. UCM 22, a little bit more even in that period, 17-10 versus 26-12 in the opening period of play. And if you actually saw the transaction of paper there on the camera, we just kept it just below. That's going to do it for us at the end of the second period of play. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. We've got the final period of the bronze medal match coming up. We are back and in position here for the final period of the bronze medal match. Cambridge 6-1 up over United Cities of the Midlands. 20 minutes of floorball action to settle bronze medal match. Crewman's dispossessed by Hashik. Nice shot attempt by Sangan. Came off somebody's stick or foot.
Hat check there, retrieving his...
He's had as a player, and again, what he means with this team, to this team. It's into the corner. Oh my! Another wonderful save by Ben Takac.
Takac is having a really good game here after being called on halfway through the first period, subbing in. I think he'll be pretty pleased with his efforts so far.
Yeah, he absolutely should be. UCM should be. Starts into the side netting out of absolutely nothing. That's a job to chase for Brezina. Very nearly turns it over. In fact, they do turn it over. Jasper Sangan not able to gather it in time as Andres Krasko takes it the other way. Shot just wide. It's under Hasek. And it's still Hasek. Oh, that will be... My God. Olsen. He's been hitting the weight room. Looking strong out there. Shot just wide through some left flying. It's going to be 5-on-4 just for a moment. As he retrieves it. Jimmy Kessler trying to drive through. Really solid defensive by Grumins. Centres. Solikans. Tame effort in the end. Boyd Manis got something on the shot.
Cambridge players being caught out there while they were changing. UCM spotted an opportunity, weren't able to finish it off.
Blows equal to it. He was ready. That's been launched forward. One of the first really clean takes we've seen from a keeper in that style today, Takac.
It was a very nice take. He should take up cricket.
15 minutes to play. Kablowski for Cambridge. As UCM still putting on the pressure. Stick tackle. He tried to argue it. You can't really argue the sound of graphite on graphite or whatever these sticks are made of these days. Centering pass goes awry. UCM just hoofed away by Juha Kamanen. Trying to switch it to this near side. Kamanen drives forward with it. Now Hacek. Hacek once again. Brezina. Oh my! It's the hat-trick goal for Ben Brezina. I think there was a bit of a screen there. The shot just whipped through. Good positioning from the keeper, but that was just expertly located. Had a ton of movement. And that is, well, I think it's been richly deserved.
Absolutely. I mean, it was pinpoint accurate across the goal, into the corner. And his shooting has been 100% on the ball today. And yeah, very well deserved. He's been clearly looking for that. And he can go away knowing that he scored a hat-trick on finals day.
7 plays 1. as Kessler not able to keep that in. As that shot is rifled towards the Cambridge goal. And that will go out of play. People might be seeing that, watching, why didn't he jump? You're not allowed to leave your feet, you're not allowed to jump and play the ball or attempt to play the ball. So you just have to sort of try and make yourself as large a target as possible.
Unfortunately, that was one that my team, Durham University, were punished for recently in the semi-final of the UFL.
Oh, Kessler. Shot on goal, just wide. And now, oh, what a beautiful turn by Nibi. Players in support, it's Boitmanis. It's still in the stick of Hendrik Nibi. Tries to find Yanis Wilders. Of his Starkans. Good battle there with Krumins. It's been a very different style from UCM. Less of the physicality, less of the needle that we saw towards the end of the... Oh, I say that as Krumins is going to find himself sat on the sideline. So it's a straight red card. No attempt to play the ball, just an interference, and he has got a game ejection.
That's a bold call from the referee, but fair play. They've certainly got the experience, and yeah, they were very assertive with it. And we don't want to be seeing any foul play. So well done to the referees for calling that very quickly, and there was no doubt about it, really.
And the reaction of players on both sides, and nobody's particularly arguing the call. Certainly not on the initial whistle and not on the red card.
Yeah, a good reaction from both teams, I think. There's a bit of discourse going on between the players and the referee, but it's all very respectful. I think generally it's been fairly well from all teams involved. Obviously, a lot of respect for these top refs who we've borrowed from the Norwegian Federation.
Yeah. For the third season, third finals date, we've had our officials come from the top leagues in European play. Their national team is a regular feature at the World Floorball Championships. So certainly very pleased. Certainly very pleased to have them on board as the UCM Oscar Dulkins fan club having a little bit of fun about the arena Wi-Fi. Oscar Dulkins faster than Wi-Fi, but again, they have been magnificent, the support today. So far, we've got, there's still time to go. Now, they are down a player for the next couple of minutes, but they have been just a constant presence of positivity.
So I believe because it's a match penalty, that's associated with a major bench penalty, which is a 5 minutes time when they need to be down a player. So this is going to be a long time for them to survive.
Dimi Kessler makes it pay immediately.
I'm mistaken, actually. It would be 4 minutes for a major bench penalty.
Yeah. So I think it's 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's it.
So the UCM do not get a player returning just yet.
The first of those 2 minutes has now been cancelled, so it is back down to a 2-minute penalty.
One plays 8. Cambridge in the lead. Dimi Kessler with the finish. Martins Boitmanis going to face off. Again, these two teams, a lot of mutual respect between them. You know, some players who formerly played for UCM used to train at Cambridge, so they were playing for UCM on the weekends, but midweek, as it was more advantageous, they'd be with Cambridge. So generally a very friendly rivalry between these two clubs, being for the large part shown in this contest. Jimmy Kessler again. Sanger trying to find him. Kessler illegally dispossessing that time Andres Krasko. Hopefully Kessler doesn't mind too much that we didn't make all that much of his goal. It was a very well taken goal. The unique match penalty situation, that's where I thought went to a little bit sooner. Good save by Aaron Blowers. Martins Boitmanis showing exactly why it's worth having a go from there. Bresner, 3 goals in this contest already. Good ball movement. Sangan, oh! Off the post, goalie's best friend. Coming up huge in that moment. Trying to find its way through to Kessler. Centres, Bresner. As the ball has been demolished. That's almost impressive. How badly that has been hammered.
We've been through quite a few balls today. I think with the intensity, it's inevitable that eventually 1 or 2 of them get stepped on.
It's a competitive one. It is. Won by UCM. Still in possession was Melkis Sangan. Bresner, I think, nearly stepped on the replacement ball. Nice patient play from Cambridge. Bresner ripped on net. That was blocked that time by Nils Melkis. Sangan collects it through his own legs. Ripped on goal. Saw how much lateral movement that ball had. And they survive the second penalty, and they thrive on the second penalty. Eric Nigords gets his goal, the second UCM goal of the game.
Very nice counter-attack, perfectly timed with their 5th player re-entering the pitch from the penalty bench. And UCM fans once again have something to cheer.
So 8 plays 2. 10:26 left in the contest as these very fine trophies, you can't see them on the live stream unfortunately, are just being set up in our commentary position. My knees are some. Koblovsky dispossessed. It's with Dusan Kubik. Koblovsky battling away, sent it to the corner to Teo. In the middle, nobody quite sure where it is. It's in the back of the net, and Linus Forsberg will claim it very, very happily, and it's 9-2.
Yeah, very nice reactionary finish there from Forsberg. And the Cambridge players all lining up to high five the line responsible for the goal.
Back underway, about 10 minutes left in the contest as that's fired on net, just wide of Aaron Blower's goal. All the way back to Leviks. Manis. And Leivik sent into the length of the rink. Hasek. And just over, you heard the Cambridge bench. And I think some of the Great White Sharks players as well reacting to that ball just going over.
I think the Cambridge team is really having fun in this match, able to show off their sleek passing moves and all their skills.
That's a really nice effort from Nibi. It's saved by Blowers, equal to it. Nibi once again. Angle opened up for him for just a moment. They closed it. He's still able to get a shot off. And I think you're right. You are right. Cambridge are enjoying themselves, but they still know there's a game here. They still know there's a very dangerous opposition. Both sides, I think, just playing their game, playing their brand of floorball. As Dulkins trying to drive through the centre. Once again, Blows will be happy to claim that. 8.5 minutes left in the contest. Kablowski. Teo. Back to Kablowski. Save made. Sends it wide. You heard Carmenon. Teo. Dispossessed. Into the hands of Aaron Blowers. Once more. Don't forget, I'm going to be asking you your players of the game. I know I sprung it on you last time.
Yeah, I've already got a few in mind, actually. I've been thinking about it, anticipating that question. But there's a long way to go yet.
Oh,
and
very much so.
Still could change.
Very much so. As UCM putting on the pressure into the corner. It's going to stay with UCM. Eric Nygaards, he was slapped towards goal. It's with Krasko. Tries to find Oscar Stulkins. Jasper Sangen legally using a bit of the body there to apply pressure. Stulkins once again. Stulkins tried to pick the gap. It's a nice idea, but
Cambridge there had a really nice defensive shape. They were forcing UCM down the near side of the court, and eventually it resulted in the misplaced pass. So Cambridge winning the ball back.
Yeah, just making life difficult, making them make choices, making them make decisions, forcing them into a small error. Speaking of, Ben Dawson, dispossessed. Dulkins. In his efforts, his play deserves a goal, surely. Howard on goal. Manis finds Dulkins. Look to centre. As Sarkans has players with him. Really snapped at that a little bit. Did Christian Simmons. Both sides take the opportunity to make the changes. 6 to play in this bronze medal match. Cambridge with a very commanding lead in a very good position. UCM with a player on a match penalty. Good save by Aaron Blowers on the long range effort from Leivik. I think we were in a perfect spot and the camera as well to show why that is so difficult for goalies sometimes. You're not always anticipating a shot, you're expecting players to set things up more. You might not be in 100% best position, but also the ball, when it's shot from there, has so much lateral movement, so much zip to it. It can be really difficult to handle. Nice invention from Forsberg, trying to go near side of the goalie, but he's certainly shown himself to be equal to that kind of trickery. Demonstrated really good fundamentals as they turn it over UCM on halfway. Koblovsky sends it to the front of the net with Forsberg. 5 minutes left. That's behind goal for UCM. Koblovsky. All the way back now. With Forsberg. Shots wide. Teo. Koblovsky dispossessed by Nibi. Nibi. Impeded by Juha Karminen. Koblovsky clears it on as far as Dulkins. Nygaard. Nygaard was with the shot attempt. It's Cambridge ball once more.
Well, the United Cities of Midlands fans have kept the energy up all through this game.
They really have. I hope we have them on hand for the final. Again, more of a celebration of floorball, as that's just over from Sangan. Resina with the stick foul. Wilkins very quickly getting back underway. A 3-on-2 just for the moment. Good passing play. Nibi not able to catch up to that pass. As the rink boards need putting back together. Resina, the shot blocked by Dulkins. Again, more good control being demonstrated by Alexander Hacek, who I think has been really impressive for Cambridge in the first two games. Well, sorry, the first two games, the last two games of the season, but the two games today. Sarkans took it for a ride, just a shot away. Deflection took it wide. Driving, putting on the pressure, not able to get to it. Dawson. Pressured by Boitmanis.
That lifted pass from Dawson was very reminiscent of a field hockey pass.
Well, that's his background, Ben Dawson, as Dulkins not able to keep the shot down, but he's definitely claiming it to be touched, and so it did. Dulkins in the corner, battling away, gets by everybody. It's back. What a shot attempt that was, Martin Boitmanis. A little bit of look on his face like, yeah, that was me. What a goal that would have been. Koblovsky. Seo. Back to Koblovsky. Shot blocked by Dulkins. Forsberg. Denied. Tried to go to Gretzky's office. Again, was met by really good fundamentals to keep Austin forward. Kubik on as far as Dawkins. Nygaards. That's going to be Cambridge ball. Dawson once again sending it down. It's batted away. UCM ball. DB. In front, Nibi, not able to get it beyond.
I really don't think the score lines have done UCM justice today.
Oh, good save. Once again, held well by Takac.
Especially in that first, in their semi-final against Great White Sharks. They were right in that match, right up until the final period. Really went toe-to-toe with them. And as we know, Great White Sharks are a very, very strong team. And UCM as well, yeah, have been toe-to-toe with Cambridge in this game.
We are in the closing seconds as UCM trying to get themselves another goal, and that will do it. Cambridge win the bronze medal match here at the EFL National Finals 2025. UCM fourth coming into today. They will be fourth in the playoffs after a difficult, challenging outing against Cambridge, a side who Cambridge, I know, were really expecting to be in the final. I think that's fair to say. They came into it second. And they had a bit more rest as well. These things factor into it, but a really entertaining game of floorball. Cambridge 9-3 over UCM. Just talk us through what you saw today, and then of course I need your players of the game.
Yeah, I think I agree with your assessment that Cambridge, I think, will be slightly disappointed that they weren't at least in the final. But I think they certainly turned up in this game, and they couldn't have done much more really. And they showed their quality, and they can at least, go home pleased that they came away with something. And I think they've shown a lot that they can maybe come back next year and challenge for the title. UCM, as I mentioned, I think the scorelines haven't done them justice. They've done exceptionally well to get here, of course, and then they went toe-to-toe with Great White Sharks. And in this game, they started a bit slowly, and that's probably what let them down overall. But in the second and third periods, they were right in it. In terms of my players of the match, I think for UCM, their goalkeeper Bence Takac was particularly.
They win it 9-3. They win it 9-3.